I expressed concern about unintended consequences and the cost of the unintended consequences related to moving forward with removal of the prevailing wage. I'm very concerned about that. I, as an engineer, actually do spend a fair amount of time on construction sites, prevailing wage jobs and not prevailing wage jobs. I probably actually do spend far more time in public sector, so probably much more often prevailing wage situations. I am concerned about, I think it was the gentleman from Western Electrical Contractors who, when Jeff asked the question about prevailing wage for electricians versus not prevailing wage, and then he went on to add that the prevailing wage projects are likely to attract better qualified candidates. That's also something that concerns me. I know the kinds of things that can go wrong on public works projects. Some of what I do has to do with construction litigation, expert witness stuff, and going in and fixing problems as part of the work that I do, fixing problems because they were not constructed properly in the first place. That concerns me. I also don't want to set up a bidding climate in Folsom where we have significant cost savings by contractors that may or may not be particularly well qualified to perform a certain project. I think because I'm an engineer and because professional fees don't work on a bid basis, I'm always, a little bit leery of even using low bids unless it's contractors that we're familiar with. So, I don't know, I've always been a proponent of pre-qualifying contractors in advance, and then that regardless of what the bid number is, what the quality of the work is that you're going to get, or chances are that you can anticipate what that will be. So, given that I think that there's a lot of costs associated with this that haven't been discussed in the staff report, I think there's also the potential for litigation. I don't want to start seeing picketing on projects in Folsom. I don't really even want to get into the whole union non-union thing. I'm not convinced at this point in time that we need to do this. I'm just not sure that I see the benefit, and I apologize for disagreeing with you about the savings, Jeff, but that's kind of how I feel.